Hi, I'm Anthony. Today I'm changing out my door panels in my 2000 Ford F250, replacing it with 2012. Just going through the wiring and wanted to let you know a couple things you're going to need if you plan on doing this. The first thing you're going to need is a voltmeter, a decent one. The second thing you're going to want, if not need, is the pinouts so you know what wire does what. Now, on this one here, I'm using 5 wires from the 2012. This is my passenger door. Driver's door was whacked out too. I have 5 wires on the passenger door and 7 wires here. The way this printed out, it didn't line up, so I ended up going through the back of this plug with my old switch in it, operating each and every one and seeing which one had volts to it as I was operating it. So therefore, I made a new one. And I said exactly what each one was. And then I went back to my pinout of my 2012 and read what each one did and wrote down here with the colors of the wires. So then I just took it, stripped the end of my wire, shoved it in there, and confirmed that everything worked before now I'll cut it off. However, before you cut it off, you're going to want something like this, which is just a Sharpie oil-based paint marker. And here's why. So on my lock switch, I have 2 black wires. Had this exact same thing on the other side on the driver's door. I don't remember if it was on the lock switch or if it was on something else. But there was 2 black wires. It said one was black and one was black and white, but they were both black. One is power, one is ground. You don't want to get those mixed up. So I'm just going to mark this one. Which one is which? So that's that one there. And that comes over to this one here. If you have multicolors of these, it'd be grand if you could have like 8, 9, 10, 12 of these different colors so that you can mark your wires. So that way you can cut everything off and you know exactly which wires go together, which ones don't. What I've been doing is just taking this, snipping that like that, so that I know which black wire that is, and make another mark on here a little bit further up here. And then I'll come back here and go like this, wherever I want to cut this off at. So now I know that that's how my wires go together as long as these wires stay together. These smaller wires I actually stripped off the ends, soldered it. The bigger ones you don't have to, they'll stay right in there. They're nice and thick, nice and tight. Alright, I'll do the same thing here. Cut this off here. Now I have exactly which wires go to which wire, just like this. And I'll tie these together here, tie this to here, and then I'll be ready to change my door panel. A couple of other things you're also going to need is a good wire stripper, whether that be this kind or the other kind, but you're going to be doing a lot of wire stripping, so I would recommend something good. Also, a good wire crimpers. You're going to be doing a lot of crimping, get a good one. Well worth it. So I would recommend putting the butt connectors on this side first, just because it's easier to get in there with not all the wires in the way and everything else. So, and you're going to need blue and red, possibly 1 yellow. I had to use 1 yellow on the driver's side when I tied all the grounds together. You can use heat shrink ones or you can use regular ones that shouldn't be getting any water on it. I'm using the heat shrink ones because that's what I have. Okay, so now that I have all my butt connectors on, I'm going to come back, look at my previous harness and my new wiring schematic here, and just line up the colors. On to the next one. Here I'm just using some liquid tape. You can either tape it, use liquid tape, or you can just pop a butt connector or some type of cover over it just to keep it from making contact with anything. Alright, so I've already verified that everything works. Now I'm just going to take my door panel off and get ready to put the other one on. Not even a screw in there. It also helps if you keep your stuff very organized while you're doing this, because I tend to lay stuff down and I can't find it again. In my case, I'm using the original handles. They're the exact same as the newer ones. However, I am changing out this cup. If you do not have the newer cups, what you can do is just trim this off. Kind of trim it and then set it in there and see how it fits, how it looks. You don't want to get it too tight, but you'll also have to shim it out, which I actually did with the new cups as well. So this is what a new cup looks like, or a newer cup looks like. Alright, I'm going to do a test fit here. Probably end up taking some washers and putting behind that just to pull it out. I did that on the driver's side. I'm going to see how it fits first. There's a lot of test, fit, pull it off, look at it, test it again, move it around a little bit. You got to really be patient. If you're not patient or don't enjoy this kind of stuff, I would say it's not worth it. You're not gonna, if you don't find this enjoyable, you're not gonna have any fun. So on my driver's side, I noticed something when I put my new door panel on, that this is running way uphill compared to the other one. I'll show you what I did on the other side. So because I already did the other side, I know how far I'm going to take this down. It's about 1/8 of an inch difference from front to back. Taking a 1/2 inch down on the front, 3/8 on the back. That levels it out and gets it down as far as I can go to get the panel down. And then I'll just cut this, drill a hole, cut that part out. I think it was from there, from the top of the hole. So it's a 1/2 inch from the top of the hole and 3/8 from the top of the hole. So something else I had to do on these cups was trim these edges right here. You see right here, and it was, when I was pushing it down, it was giving me a spot like that right there, so I just cut it off. Same thing on both sides. I guess they don't fit quite as good as on a newer door. It must be a little bit different dent right there. And also on the back of the door, I don't know if you can see these little knobs right here, but I was catching those as well, so I just cut them all off. Sure, in a perfect world, those do great, but they don't work here. So you're going to want the window all the way down so you can get your hand up in there. Just 2 small washers. And you may not even need them, it's just because I moved it down so far, it's now giving me a different alignment point. Alright, my door handle looks straight. The cup's still not lining up quite right. It's pushing down on it pretty good. So trim at your own peril. Trim these corners off here. See if that helps it any. That seems to fit a little better. Remember to watch the glass behind it. Alright, so the screws that you got, or that you had from the old door, will not work on this part here. They are too short. So I had some that came with the door panel, and also I had a box of other stuff that was similar. But they are just a little bit longer, especially on this part right here. And it's a pain. I drilled it out. They're not self-tapping, but I drilled it out just so that the tip goes in. They do have a tapered tip there. I tried to use an 1/8 inch bit, and it was too big. You got to kind of be careful because it will strip out. So if you want to just use a self-tapper, So I got the door panel in, fits pretty good. I'll clean it up, see if it looks any better. They weren't that great a shape. Put the switch covers back on here. They're pretty rough, but they came with my seats, carpet, dash, console, front end, bed. I bought the whole package. Though I haven't done, and I'm not going to do the dash. I just did the seats, carpet, and the door panels. And I have another video on how I did my seats, how I wired them. You can check that out. I think that's as good as it's going to look. Now I just need to clean the rest of my truck out. Get it all cleaned up, vacuumed out, wiped down. So anyway, they do rub a little bit right in here. I haven't checked this side yet, but the other side does. I don't know what it'll do to that corner or what it'll do to that. We'll see in time. So, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. Leave a comment. If you have any tips or suggestions for other viewers, leave a comment. And click the subscribe button. I never know what I'm going to be doing. Could be something work related, construction, or it could be something truck related. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day.